There we go from South Bend. And it'll come out. Oh, the flag comes out there early. Run-pass ratio we get from Mike Denbrock's offense today. And it's a play action on the first play, and CJ Carr going deep downfield. Malachi Fields has it, and just like that, Notre Dame is on the board.
It's just a deep post to the outside guy, Malachi Fields. There's nobody in the middle of the field. They go play action. Protection is clean, and you cannot throw the ball any better than this. They call this a walk it to him. If you walked it out there.
Back at the 14 now on first and goal. Maccabee has it and then slings it out to Ryan Brown. And Purdue with some trickery here. The Chris Ash defense gives up that trick play, 14-yarder that Brown took in. So Jadarian Price takes this one out for Notre Dame, and he's got some room on the outside. And dragged out of bounds. So a loss on the play from Love. And they'll give him another crack at it. And this time Love finds some daylight. Just into Purdue territory before he's brought down by Smiley Bradford. Career high 23 carries in the loss to Texas A&M. So on 3rd and 3, there's Love just banging it right up the middle for the first down.
Here's your bell cow.
We'll give Love a rest. Carr goes to the air, far side, complete to Jordan Faison, who's been very active this year. Just a dynamic player. Gain of 12 for Jordan.
The passing game has been really clean. This is Faison outside. He's going to run up.
Defensive coordinator for Barry Odom. He's been everywhere Odom has been. He played linebacker for him back in the days at Missouri. And this is Love looking for a little extra yardage. Not able to get much. After Love has taken most of the carries on this series, and they're going to give it to him again, and Love is going to pick up the first down, spin down to the 10. Gain of 14.
Just hand him the rock. It's 3rd and 6. 4-down territory for Notre Dame right here. Just give him the football. It's just a zone play. Excellent job by Eli Raridan creating space. But this guy doesn't need much. He does not need much, and he's dynamic. Good ball security as he spins.
Up to 30 yards on 5 rushes. First and goal from just inside the 10 for Notre Dame, and why not give it to Love again? Close to the goal line. 2nd and goal from inside the 1 after another 9-yard gain by Love. 3rd and goal. Can Purdue hold off the Irish here? Love, not this time. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Love how Mike Denbrock, the offensive coordinator, is letting Jeremiyah Love eat. Get this guy the football.
Legal procedure call. So 2nd down and 15 for Brown. And the fake. He gets the Notre Dame defender up in the air, and then the ball comes loose, and it's recovered at the 30. Boubacar Traore was in there, providing the pressure, knocking it loose. As Malachi Thomas was able to recover it. There's Traore, number 5, into punt. And it's a fake. And here is McAllister with a run into Notre Dame territory. So the Boilermakers kind of emptying the playbook here early. They had the trick play, which accounted for their touchdown. And McAllister, the latest trick play that pays off for Purdue. Trailing 14-7 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. Out to Maccabee. And Maccabee is wrestled down there short of midfield, so a loss on the play of 2 to try to make it 14-10. Snap good, hold good, and so is the kick just inside the left upright. As Notre Dame starts off on this 2nd down play call with a nice completion to Jordan Faison. Tony Grimes on the coverage for Purdue.
And he made the adjustment.
They give it to Love, and Love's got some room to go and flash that speed. Picks up another first down for the Irish before Taj Rael finally chases him out after a gain of 16 for Love, whose numbers are increasing. He's got 69 on the ground so far.
Yeah, watch the right guard and the right tackle. This is Gerby Lambert. And
here is Price. There he goes. goes. There's the shift change, and it pays off immediately. "21-yard scamper for the touchdown by Price." Well, he got his touch, and he's in the end zone just like that.
How many times have we seen this? He does it every week. Here, flat, go score a touchdown. Every time this guy gets the football, he's down. Looks like zone.
Brown over the middle, passes. Batted into the hands there of Christian Gray, who comes up with the INT.
To play man-to-man covers, Chris Ash dials up some zone. Ball bounces up in the air. The beleaguered Christian Gray finds it. Notre Dame knocking on the door one more time. A big takeaway by the Irish.
Yeah, Notre Dame in great shape here to add to their lead. And this is Jadarian Price, who had the big touchdown run earlier, looking for that edge that he seemingly always finds, Coach. Championship game, he was a big part of that team. Wanted to stay at Notre Dame, and he's glad he did, as Price heads in again for another one.
Wow. Here he goes. Get to the corner. And he doesn't look like he's going that fast. He's a smooth strider, but his lateral quickness and speed, he's able to capture the edge time and time again. An outstanding red zone runner.
So he struck from 21 yards out earlier. 26-yard attempt by Porath, who's already hit a career-high 48-yarder earlier in the game. And this one gets through for Porath. And Carr's got pressure from the backside. The ball is batted free, and it's recovered by Purdue at the 19. All right, just been informed from the officials here that there is a weather delay, dangerous lightning too close. So with 1:31 left here in this opening half, and Notre Dame leading 28-13, they are sending the players to the locker room. It'll be a near 2-hour delay here, weather delay at Notre Dame Stadium before we resume play. But the good news is the players are on the field. The fans have been welcomed back into Notre Dame Stadium. And Marcus Freeman and Barry Odom on track here to resume the second quarter from the Notre Dame 14. Quick drop by Brown. Now he's in trouble. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It was Rubio in there. Donovan Heinisch was also in there, putting the pressure.
Yeah, interesting call here by Purdue. They choose to throw it one more time, and this is Heinisch inside, just pushing the pocket. He and Gabe Rubio, as you say, they collapse it inside, and then they just go get the quarterback. Nice job getting him down and coming up with a sack. It's been an issue for Notre Dame so far this year. They haven't applied pressure on the quarterback.
This is from 36 yards to make it 28-16. And Porath right through the middle.
3 minutes later, the start of the second half, could be a big swing for the Irish.
So Notre Dame with no timeouts, 1:13 left. Jadarian Price is going to come out with it. And we got a flag on the field as he breaks it loose. But again, a flag is back at the 13-yard line as Price streaks to the end zone. But we'll check on the flag. Hard return, folks.
Wow.
Look at this.
The tackle. We've been talking about him bouncing runs all day long. This is straight as a string. He runs right into the middle of the coverage of Purdue. The blocking was fantastic. Look at him.
You know, I hate that it was marred by a flag that in the end didn't mean anything.
Yeah. If you look at touchdowns per touches, field goal kicker wants you to get closer. Be ready to use the timeout and anything inside.
Got a 42-yarder where it is right now. Here's
Brown
taking a shot at the end zone, and he's got Tuggle for the score.
Love it.
How much can you pack into 1:31? So he's got some 77, 78 official yards right now in receiving yards. And Notre Dame on the early march here. And here is what a cut by Love. Not one, but two cuts that opens him up down the sideline and streaking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a run by Love.
Set the edge to the defense. If Jeremiyah Love gets to the perimeter, it is over. Watch him go north and south, and then he bounces it one more time, captures the edge. Jordan Faison gets him a good block. You're not going to catch that guy. Jadarian Price, Jeremiyah Love putting on a clinic about how to get to the perimeter and go score touchdowns. Big play for the Irish. Both guys can run inside, run outside, and catch the ball out of the backfield. Hard to handle.
Rolling to his right, CJ Carr's got Faison for the first down. And regardless of how you look at it, they're 0-2, and they're climbing out of this hole. From Purdue's 48, CJ Carr going deep downfield, and he's got Faison for the touchdown. 48 yards.
Hey, throughout this ball game, we have seen CJ Carr throw out routes to Jordan Faison to the field. He gives him a little stutter signal at the line of scrimmage. That's the stutter across his lips. DB bites on the out route, Faison up the sidelines, and one more time, CJ Carr right on the money.
More pressure on Brown, and down he goes. It's another sack. Bryce Young with his first sack of the season. A guy that they've kind of been waiting on, Jason, to... So they got a little bit of the chunk back, but still faced with second and long. And to his right, Carr delivers a strike. And that is Pauling again with the catch. Will Pauling, one of those film rats, Jason. They call him the goog rat because that's where he does most of his hanging out. And they give it to Price. Come on, he's got to score again, right? Oh, just short. It looked like he was going to bounce around and get across. But it's first and goal now, Notre Dame.
You know, we've seen him bounce the ball so much to the perimeter, and he wants to start.
Price in for his latest score. And we've got a new quarterback in here with Kenny Minchie at the controls. It's Aeneas Williams behind Minchie. He goes out to the flat. Minchie goes to work, and he's got another pass complete. This to Micah Gilbert, who puts on a nice move. Second down and 7. Singleton perusing the field, trying to go to the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Just poised beyond his 20 years. When he gets his first victory, and there is Odom.
Two excellent coaches right there.
Yep.
Running really good programs, doing it the right way.
So as the final seconds tick off, Notre Dame gets that first win, improves to 1-2. Purdue loses for the second straight game, its first one on the road.